Well, hey there garbage lovers, and welcome to another trash talking episode of This Show Is Not Rubbish. Bewildered, bamboozled, bum-fuzzled. You're about to be all of those things as I go absolutely loopy. Let's see what the thing in the bin has for us to tear into this episode. Do you like magic? Would you like to see a magic trick? Because I've got this really awesome one that I'd love to show you using these paper loops. But before we go all hey presto, abracadabra, hocus pocus, let's go loop the loop with some trashy facts. The oldest existing piece of paper is a tiny scrap of a map, discovered in a tomb at an archaeological site in China. This scrappy little map is believed to be more than 2,000 years old. You'll find all sorts of paper products around your home, but did you know that some homes have been built from paper? Pulp paper mixed with a little concrete can be used to create a lightweight building material called papercrete. For a brief moment during the 1960s, paper clothing became the hip new trend, with mass production of paper dresses, bridal gowns, men's suits, raincoats, and even underwear. But paper fashion didn't last long. The clothing was ill-fitting, uncomfortable, and easily burst into flames, which is, not ideal. I hope you're wearing sunglasses, because I am about to dazzle you with my magical skills. A loop of paper. I'm just going to cut down the center, the middle of this strip, and... two loops. Don't worry, that's not the magical bit. For that, I need another loop. I also need to wave my hand across the top of the loop and think some magical thoughts, and then cut it down the middle. One massive loop. How insane. Let's do that one more time. Magical thoughts and... two linked loops. Three different loops, three different outcomes. How magical. I mean, how mathematical. Huh? Let me show you how it's done. My first loop was a basic, simple, ordinary loop. What's important to note though is that this kind of loop has an inside surface as well as an outside surface. It has two sides. Cut down the center of this loop and the whole thing simply splits in half into two loops. My second loop was created with a little twist, and by that I mean an actual, literal twist. By twisting the strip once and then joining the two ends, we create a fascinating mathematical oddity called a Möbius strip. This time, instead of a loop with two sides, we create a loop with just one side, which is kind of mind-blowing. I need to prove that to you. If we start drawing a line here, then we eventually return here. That is, to the very place we started. And that means that this is a one-sided object. When we cut down the middle, we end up with one loop. One much bigger loop. Oh, and the universal symbol for recycling? This one here with the three arrows chasing each other is actually a Möbius loop. Join the arrows and you end up with a one-sided object. How cool is that? For my third loop, I twisted the paper around twice. Once again, we have a two-sided loop. cut down the center and 2 interlinked loops are the result. Oh, I wonder what would happen with 3 twists. So the great big really important question is, once you're done with your paper, where should you file it? It's time to play a little game I like to call Which Bin? So our choices, as always, are a general curbside waste bin, a curbside recycling bin, a curbside green bin, or some other bin or place. Well, what do you reckon? Into which bin should we toss our paper? I'll give you a few moments to have a think. Now, I'm absolutely certain you got this one right. Paper goes straight into curbside recycling. Lots of paper products can go into curbside recycling bins, but not all. Things to put in include office paper, as well as books, glossy magazines, egg cartons, and toilet paper rolls. Paper products to leave out include coffee cups, used paper towel, greasy pizza boxes, tissues, and toilet paper. Once used, there's only one place this stuff should go. Of course, you can use all sorts of scraps of paper to make and play with Möbius strips. I've used butcher's paper, but you can use anything you can find, like newspaper or wrapping paper. I just love making Möbius strips, and as it turns out, they love me. Don't believe me? Let me show you. Here we have 2 Möbius strips glued back to back. Now, it's important to know that one Möbius strip has been created with a twist in this direction, while the other has been created with a twist in this direction. Finally, I glued them together at right angles. Now, to cut each loop in half. What do you think will happen this time? Let's find out. Aww, see? I told you they love me. Now it's over to you. There's heaps more fun to be had with Möbius strips. What can you discover? Recycling and waste management is an evolving science, and rules vary from country to country, city to city, and council to council. Always check with your local council as to what thing should go into which bin. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and then head over to our website and social media pages for more garbagey goodness.